Ghana's industrial sector has long struggled with one persistent challenge: securing a steady and reliable supply of raw materials from local sources. This gap between agriculture and industry has stifled growth, forcing manufacturers to import essential inputs at high costs, ultimately inflating the prices of locally produced goods. In response, Ghana's Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, has unveiled an ambitious initiative known as the Feed the Industry Project, a program designed to directly link commercial farmers with manufacturers in an effort to solve this long-standing problem. Before we dive deeper into today's update, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is key to helping us grow and reach more viewers like you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting updates. The government is touting this initiative as a groundbreaking step towards self-sufficiency. But given Ghana's history of well-intentioned yet often ineffective agricultural industrial policies, skepticism remains. For decades, Ghana has attempted various strategies to bridge the gap between agriculture and industry, yet many of these efforts have failed to deliver their full potential. The 1970s saw the launch of the Operation Feed Yourself campaign, which encouraged widespread farming efforts to increase food production. However, the initiative ultimately collapsed due to inadequate post-harvest infrastructure and the absence of structured markets to absorb the surplus harvests. In more recent years, the Ghana Commercial Agriculture Project, GAP, aimed to modernize farming practices, yet its focus remains skewed toward export crops rather than building strong local industrial supply chains. Similarly, the Planting for Food and Jobs program, launched in 2017, saw impressive gains in boosting crop yields, but it left farmers struggling with surplus production that had no ready market, further underscoring the country's persistent failure to integrate its agricultural production with its industrial needs. With this in mind, the Feed the Industry initiative sets itself apart by prioritizing contract-based farming, a model that guarantees commercial farmers a steady market for their produce. Unlike past subsidy-driven models, this project emphasizes a market-led approach where farmers cultivate specific crops under pre-agreed purchase agreements with manufacturers. Interestingly, in an effort to address some of these challenges, Ghana is considering regional collaboration, particularly with Burkina Faso. The Burkina Faso Hydromet project, which has been instrumental in providing climate and early warning services to farming communities, is one such example of a successful regional initiative. With a total budget of $33 million, this 5-year project has equipped 9,700 farmers with rain gauges to better manage their crop cycles, significantly improving productivity in the process. Farmers from the Bales region have already reported impressive results, noting that the use of rain gauges has helped them determine the optimal time to sow their seeds, thereby reducing losses caused by unpredictable rainfall patterns. This data-driven approach to farming could serve as a model for Ghana as it seeks to integrate more precision agriculture techniques into the Feed the Industry initiative. The project is strategically targeting crops such as maize, cassava, and palm oil, key raw materials essential for Ghana's food processing and textile industries. This structured arrangement not only seeks to eliminate the uncertainty farmers face when looking for buyers, but also aims to encourage private sector investment in storage facilities, transportation networks, and processing plants. Minister Ofosu-Adjare insists that this shift in approach is critical for sustainability, stating, "This isn't just about growing more, it's about growing for industry." However, despite its well-articulated vision, the initiative faces significant challenges. Ghana's infrastructural weaknesses remain a major hurdle. Poor road networks continue to make the transportation of goods from farms to processing centers both difficult and expensive. The lack of modern storage facilities also poses a significant risk as post-harvest losses remain alarmingly high. Without adequate cold storage systems, a substantial portion of perishable produce goes to waste before reaching manufacturers, a situation that has frustrated previous efforts to strengthen local agricultural supply chains. Additionally, financing remains a pressing concern for farmers who need capital to scale their operations and meet contract obligations. With commercial lending rates remaining prohibitively high in Ghana, many farmers may find it difficult to access the funding necessary to participate in the initiative. Another challenge is the political landscape. Historically, Ghana's agricultural policies have been prone to discontinuity, with new administrations often sidelining projects initiated by their predecessors. This raises concerns about the long-term viability of the Feed the Industry initiative, especially as elections approach. Without a clear framework ensuring policy continuity, there is a real risk that the project could lose momentum by becoming yet another unfulfilled promise in the country's long struggle to integrate its agricultural and industrial sectors. The importance of data-driven decision-making has also been highlighted by industry experts, including Anthony Morrison, CEO of Ghana's Chamber of Agribusiness. He has emphasized that raw material profiling must be central to the initiative's success. If production is not aligned with real industrial demand, both domestically and globally, Ghana could once again find itself in a cycle of excess supply with no viable market. Morrison cautions that without detailed data on what manufacturers actually need and when they need it, the initiative could repeat the failures of past programs that left farmers burdened with unsold produce. In practice, Ghana's initiative must address not only agricultural production, but also the broader supply chain. Investments in transportation infrastructure will be necessary to ensure that raw materials can be moved efficiently from farms to processing centers. Additionally, the role of private sector investment cannot be overstated. Without strong financial backing, Ghana risks repeating past mistakes where well-planned programs failed due to a lack of execution. Encouraging manufacturers to co-invest in agricultural development, perhaps through joint ventures with commercial farmers, could provide a more stable foundation for the initiative. One of the most compelling aspects of the Feed the Industry initiative is its potential to reduce Ghana's reliance on imported raw materials, which has long placed a strain on the country's economy. By fostering a robust local supply chain, Ghana could significantly cut down on foreign exchange expenditures while simultaneously creating jobs in both the agricultural and industrial sectors. The economic impact of a well-executed program could be profound, leading to increased income for farmers, reduced production costs for manufacturers, and ultimately, lower prices for consumers. However, this will only be possible if the initiative is backed by a firm commitment to addressing the systemic issues that have derailed past projects. As Ghana moves forward with the implementation of Feed the Industry, stakeholders across various sectors are watching closely. The key question remains, will this initiative finally break the cycle of unfulfilled promises, or will it become yet another ambitious but unrealized vision? The answer may well depend on whether policymakers have truly learned from past mistakes. If infrastructural challenges if political will remains steadfast beyond electoral cycles, and if data-driven strategies are prioritized, the initiative stands a real chance of transforming Ghana's agricultural and industrial landscape. But if these critical factors are ignored, Feed the Industry may ultimately fade into history as just another attempt that failed to bridge the gap between what Ghana grows and what its industries need. Time will tell whether this initiative is the game changer the government claims it to be, or just another footnote in Ghana's long battle to harness its full agricultural potential.
If today is your first time watching this channel or you are returning to this channel for the exciting content, please subscribe to the channel for more educative and developmental projects across Ghana and Africa as a whole. Do you want to know about the state of a project in Africa? Then make sure to like and comment the name of the project you would like us to talk about and its current state.